So let me sit up here and see if I can give y'all some of this Bible tea, okay? So we're going to start at Genesis 19. Don't ask me why. But at the beginning of Genesis 19, Lot was pretty much sitting at the gate of Sodom. While he was sitting out there, these two angels had pretty much came up to him, right? These angels then came up to him and started talking to him while he's sitting out there clearing his thoughts, right? And the reason I said that he was out there clearing his thoughts, because according to the Bible, it says that he was sitting out there with his head bowed down with his hands in his face. So that's why I said he was out there clearing his thoughts. So pretty much Lot started talking to these two angels. He was trying to convince them that they needed to spend the night. Like spend the night. And the angels kind of has a little bit of reservation, but however, he was really good at convincing these angels to just go ahead and come over and spend the night so he could like wash their feet and stuff, and so they could be comfortable. So the angels went ahead and stayed over and spent the night with Lot. Lot had made them dinner. He had made them bread. They was drinking wine. That's what it say. So they pretty much just having them a good old time. Lot, the two angels, and some of the men from the city, they all were eating bread, drinking wine. I mean, just had them a good old feast, a good old kickback. So this word get good. So after Lot and the two angels had got done eating, just as they was getting ready to go to bed, they go and they looking, and all these men in the city and all the men from Sodom, like they was out there, like they out there and they ready, they with it, they ready. So these men, they all out there, they young, they old. It's just a mixture of men. They out there asking Lot pretty much, where were the two men that was with him early? Like they want to know. They like, we don't know them and we want to know them, so where they at? So the men, they out there, y'all, and they like, bring them out. Bring them out so we may know them. They want to know who they are. So instead of Lot bringing the men out, he like went out there where the men was and he shut the door behind him. And he pretty much told him, now, come on, yeah, now y'all don't be coming over here acting the fool. Don't be coming over here being all wicked. Ain't nobody off in here but my daughters. So he tells them, y'all, ain't nobody up in here but my two daughters. My two daughters who ain't never laid with a man before. Pretty much both of the daughters, y'all, they was virgins. They ain't never had sex before. And I had to kind of read this part over and over again because I had to make sure that I was reading what I was reading. All right, and pretty much I was right when I reread it. He said, you can have my daughters who ain't never been with a man before and who was a virgin. You can have them instead, because he did not want to give up the two angels. For real, that's what really happened. This man then gave up his daughters. And he had the audacity to tell these men, you can do what you want with them, with his daughters, trying to protect the two angels and trying to protect them. He pretty much said, you can do what you want with them, but do nothing with them. At this point, he telling the men out there that they only in his house because he needed to protect them. And them people was not trying to hear that. They was like, move, get out the way, move. And in fact, they was like, baby, we let you live here temporarily. And now you think you some type of a judge or something? And they was mad, baby. They was big mad. And so now they telling Lot, we're going to treat you worse than what we trying to treat your visitors. So they started trying to break down his door. They trying to get in this man's house. And Lot holding the door so these people can't get in his house. Much not holding it, but blocking it while they out there acting all violent and trying to rush in the man's house. Lot pretty much blocking the door so they can't get in. The angels at this point had reached out their hands and pulled Lot back in the house, and they shut the door, shut the men out. But the men that was closest to the door, the angels had then struck them with blindness, young and old. So now they out there, they can't even see. They trying to get to the doorway and they can't even see nothing. When we're around Genesis 19 and 12, and the angels have stopped these men from going into Lot's house. He done struck these men with blindness and everything else. And now the angels, they asked him, like, who else is up in here with you? And Lot tell them, ain't nobody up in here but my son-in-laws, my son, and my daughters. That's all that's up in here. And even though he said son-in-laws, he already had two men that was living with him that was supposed to marry his daughters. So the angels, they were like, whoever you got up in here, you need to hurry up and get them out of here, because The Lord has sent us to destroy the city. We about to destroy it. You need to get them up out of here. And just to add a little bit of emphasis, the Bible said destroy and ruin. So Lot got up and he went to go and tell his son-in-laws pretty much what was about to go down. He pretty much was telling them, we got to go because these angels, they about to wreck shop the city back here. and they thought he was joking. Baby, they did not take him serious. They thought he was playing. So the next morning, the angel was like, y'all got to hurry up. They telling Lot, you got to hurry up. You got to get them out of here. If you don't hurry up and get them out of here, you're going to be swept up in the punishment of this city. So you need to get them out of here. But Lot was hesitant, y'all, and he lingered around. But the two angels pretty much took him, his wife, the brother-in-laws, the daughters, and got them out. And they started telling them, at this point, y'all gotta flee for y'all life. Y'all gotta leave. Y'all gotta flee, and y'all are to never come back here. And so Lot pretty much asked them, what about this little town, which wasn't very far, so that they didn't have to travel far. He's like, what about this little town? And so the angels pretty much told him, yeah, they gave him permission. Yeah, flee to that town. And as long as you go there, we won't touch it. But when y'all leave, y'all are to go and never look back. So the two angels, they like, go and take refuge in Zoar. Hurry up and get there because I can't do nothing here. We can't do nothing here until you make it there, until you arrive. Finally, when morning time had came, Lot and his family, they finally had made it to Zoar. And when they made it there, baby, it say that the Lord rained down fire and brimstone on the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what it say. It said everything in sight was demolished. Even the stuff that was growing in the ground, demolished. It said those cities, the valleys, all its inhabitants, all the cities, whatever grew out of the ground, was all burned, all demolished. Now, remember I told y'all that the angels had given them instructions and said, leave this city, go away. And when you get there, don't look back. And what Lot's wife do? Now, why it always got to be one of us to be hard-headed, disobedient, don't like to be told what to do? I'ma do what I want to do. Lot's wife looking back. Girl, what is you looking for? And according to the Bible, baby, she was turned into a pillar of salt because she was disobedient.